Hi folks, and welcome to Impactful Life. My name is Rob, and we appreciate you taking the time to check out our channel. In our last video, we discussed the second of Dr. Stephen Covey's 7 habits of highly effective people. That habit is to begin with the end in mind, and it deals with having a direction or purpose to what you're doing. To start with a clear picture of the outcome. Today, I want to share a quote with you that captures the essence of this habit and hopefully inspires you to work on developing this habit in your own life. So stay tuned because we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now let's make an impact. Each week, we share a quote with you that we hope inspires and motivates you to live an impactful life. Today's quote is part of a series that we're doing on the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Dr. Stephen Covey. Habit 2 says that we should begin with the end in mind. This habit reminded me of a quote from Yogi Berra, who once said, "If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else." Now, if you're not familiar with Yogi Berra, he was an American baseball player who might be more famous for some of the things he said off the field than he was for his on-the-field accomplishments as a player. If you've never heard of him, do yourself a favor and Google Yogi Berra quotes. I mean, he had some doozies. Now, there are a couple different versions of this quote, such as the one from Alice in Wonderland, where the Cheshire Cat tells Alice that if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. I've also seen this attributed to George Harrison from the Beatles. I've also seen it posted as a question, such as, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? All of these speak to the second of the 7 habits of highly effective people, which is to begin with the end in mind. Know your destination before you start the journey. Figure out the what before you go to work on the how. Having a clear picture of where you want to end up before you start the journey increases the chances that you'll take the appropriate actions to reach your destination. It's like having a GPS system for your life. I'd love to have a GPS system that would give me life instructions instead of driving directions. I mean, can you imagine? In 5 seconds, close Facebook. Stand up and stretch in 5 minutes. Turn away from the vending machine and grab a healthy snack. Enjoy another Impactful Life video. You have now reached your destination. Too many of us fill up our days with busy work that gets us no closer to our goals. We cross a lot of things off our to-do lists, but we don't stop to think whether or not those things should have been on the list in the first place. I mean, do you know where your life is headed? Do you have a specific destination in mind? Or are you so caught up in the day-to-day that you can't even think about the future? If you find yourself driving through life without knowing where you're going, or if the road is too foggy to see that far ahead, then you need to work on habit 2. Take a few minutes and think about where you want to go. What do you really want to accomplish in life? What does a full life mean to you? If you had all the money and time you could ever need, what would you spend your days doing? Begin with the end in mind. Once you have a clear picture of what you want to accomplish, then the road ahead gets easier to navigate. The fog lifts and you can see where you're going. Daily decisions shift from what have I got to get done today to what is going to get me closer to where I want to be. Dr. Covey says that all things are created twice. First, there's the mental creation, the plan, and that takes place before the second physical creation takes place. He points out that if we don't take responsibility for creating our own lives, then we leave it up to other people and circumstances to dictate what happens to us. We become reactive, letting what happens to us dictate where our life is headed. Now, if you watched the video that we did on Habit 1, you know the importance of being proactive, not reactive. If you don't want your life to fall under someone else's control, you need a destination in mind and a plan to get there. Dr. Covey also points out that high achievers, such as successful athletes, use visualization to see themselves succeeding. They close their eyes and experience success before they go out and perform. Now, you don't have to be a professional athlete to use the power of visualization in your own life. You can picture yourself having a great job interview before it happens. You can see yourself nailing that presentation you're about to give at work. You can rehearse a difficult conversation you need to have with your child. Simply close your eyes and picture the situation playing out the way you want it to. Focus on the result you want and see it happen. Begin with the end in mind. I'll bet you've done this before. You've tried to rehearse a situation and anticipate what might happen. Oftentimes, we'll play out worst-case scenarios in our mind. Oh, God, what if I bomb? Oh, what if they make fun of me? What if this destroys my relationship? Well, unless you want to fail, these types of visualizations are steering you down the wrong path. So keep trying until you see yourself ending up with the result you truly want. I hope that this quote inspires you to take some time and figure out where you want to go. Develop the habit of beginning with the end in mind so you can make an impact and lead a full life. So that's it for this week's quote. Please let us know what you think about this quote down in the comments section below. If you have a favorite quote that inspires you, I'd love to know what it is if you'd be willing to share it. And who knows, if it makes an impact on me, I might just turn it into a future video. Now before you go, don't forget to click the subscribe button and please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Feel free to make an impact on somebody else by sharing this video, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Also, check out our website where you can read our blog and sign up for our free monthly newsletter. All of those links will be in the description below. Thanks again for watching, folks. Now go make an impact.